Welcome to the Wowza Late Night. Welcome to the Late Night Rise Up Family Show. How y'all been doing? Y'all know who I am. DK Nico Shaw. How you been, my boy?
I'm all right. It was a pretty cool and tear-jerking Sunday last night, saying goodbye to the Ralph. I got to go to the Bills game last night and experience what everybody in Buffalo got to experience that went. It wasn't a dry eye in the house when they shut the place down. So many fans that didn't want to leave. Like, I felt it last night. There was a lot. It didn't have that feel of a game that meant anything. I think it meant more to the community being at the stadium and everybody saying goodbye in their own way.
Okay.
And I think it was the send off couldn't have went better than it did. Like, it was definitely a nice surprise to see the videos, the legends on the field saying goodbye, and the video package that they played at the end with the Goo Goo Dolls, singing in the background, and they showed everything from the 60s, the 70s, the 80s, the 90s, and the now. You know what I mean? Like, they played a little bit of everything. Everybody that has ever been a fan of Buffalo, it was a classy way to, send off the stadium. All the giveaways that they gave, they must have gave away probably 30 autographed jerseys last night. They gave away season tickets for next year to some lucky fan. The 50-50 raffle was $600,000. So somebody went home with a nice, pretty penny last night, for sure. So, I mean, the way that they did it, definitely at the top of the class.
Okay.
And to look at the stadium in the background from where I was sitting, it was very nostalgic. And the way that we whipped the shit out of the Jets was amazing, too. And it was just our backups. It was definitely an all-around great experience. I got to share it with my mother. I got to experience new fans, people that I have never met from parking, conversating after the game. It was definitely an all-around great experience last night. It was definitely it was definitely warmed your heart.
Okay. Well, now y'all get started with the playoffs talk. We already know who's going to be in the playoffs. Who you got?
Yes, we do.
Who you got? The Green Bay versus Chicago Bears in Chicago.
Oh, see, that one's a tough one for me, man. That all comes down to the health. What team is banged up less, and is everybody ready to rock and roll?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, it's a tough that's a tough loss to lose on the defensive side of the ball for one team, and a lot of the offensive players on the other side of the other team are banged up too. So it's kind of like you got a banged up offense going up against a banged up defense, and it's healthy the other way around. I think it's, however, if Green Bay shows up the way that I think that they should show up, I think that they got an edge because of the amount of time that LaFleur's been coaching as a head coach compared to Ben Johnson. But Ben Johnson's got a lot of tricks up his sleeve too, especially with that offense that they are one of those offenses that out of nowhere they could score.
Right.
You know, and if they're not on their P's and Q's in Green Bay, they could lose this game. But I'm thinking I'm gonna give the edge to the elder statesman coach. I'm gonna go with Green Bay on this one.
Me too. Me too.
Yeah, I think the experience is gonna speak for itself.
Yeah, that's what I'm going by. Okay.
I think a lot of these playoffs are going to be defined by the experience of the people on the field.
Who you got versus San Francisco and the Eagles?
Oof. Now this one, I so want something good to happen for San Fran. They've gone through a lot. They've lost a lot this year. They lost all of their starters on defense, and it looks like a JV varsity team out there on defense. But the offense, on the other hand, if Philly's defense shows up, they're going to win this game. But that high-powered offense from San Francisco, I mean, Seattle just gave everybody the blueprint on how to beat San Francisco last week.
Right.
Stick to your guns. Don't get beat deep. Pretty much, I mean, that's pretty much how you can try and beat San Francisco. Try to bottle them up, stop McCaffrey, and don't let Purdy get out of the pocket. They can do that. I mean, Jalen Carter probably is the X factor in that game.
Yeah. Well, I got Philly winning that game. It go back to what you just said, experience.
Yeah.
Who
Sirianni versus Shanahan. They both have the experience. They both have the you know what I mean? Like, they both have the capabilities of a Super Bowl winning team. They do, as far as a coaching standpoint does. But that veteran leadership on that defense and that offense in Philly, I think, is just going to kind of shine through this week. And it's going to be, back to the drawing board for San Francisco. Let them get healthy in the offseason. Could be a different story next year.
Andy.
But yeah, I agree with you. I think Philly.
I got Philly.
What up, Andy?
What's up, Andy? Who you got between the Rams and Carolina? DJ.
The Rams are going to take that one. You know what? Carolina, nobody thought they should even be sniffing the playoffs right now. The way that they've played all season, it's been an up and down season. I'm very happy that Bryce Young has found his place in that offense. I'm glad he has a weapon. Tet McMillan has been a godsend for him because he showed that he was the best rookie receiver out there this year. Like, he shined through and was solid the whole year. Like, we've had flashes from the rookies. But in my mind, Tet McMillan is the rookie, is offensive rookie of the year in my mind. I really, I believe that.
In between him and the wide receiver for Seattle, in my opinion. they drafted.
Oh no, you talking about JSN? JSN's not a rookie though. He's like third year in.
Well,
but he could be offensive player of the year for sure.
Right.
For sure. Him, I think offensive player of the year this year, like it's definitely a conversation to be had, but there's definitely different answers on both sides of the ball. Like there, you know what I mean? Like there could be receivers. I mean, offensive player of the year could come down to like even James Cook.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm sure people are having conversations of James Cook in the MVP conversation.
Right.
What has he really done wrong this year except fumble twice?
Right.
You know what I mean? They gave him that contract. He performed his contract, and I think he absolutely performed the exact way we needed him to perform this year.
Right.
DJ, I agree with what you're saying, but if Barkley didn't get it last year, getting 2,000 yards, Cook ain't gonna get MVP.
Y'all take over. I'll be back.
Well, no, he didn't get the you know what I mean? Like Barkley didn't get the MVP, but he did get Offensive Player of the Year. So that's what I'm saying. Like, you could go in that direction, but JSN, I believe, has the edge on him because if there's no JSN, there's no 13-win Seattle team.
I mean, you could say that about a few different people, though.
Yeah, I mean, you could say. I mean, the only like as far as like MVP category in my mind, I don't want to say this, but it's Drake May in my mind.
See, I think it's Stafford. I think they're going to look down on his strength of like the teams he played. It's like he played a bunch of bums.
Strength of schedule. Yeah, strength of schedule is definitely going to be a conversation to be had.
I'm telling you, Mitchell Trubisky just hurt his MVP case because he got to play the Jets twice.
Oh, Mitchell Trubisky last night. You know what? It was definitely like enjoyable to watch him not throw an interception.
Mm-hmm.
Well, also, nobody threw an interception against the Jets this year.
Exactly.
I believe it was 34 touchdowns thrown against the Jets, not one interception.
I heard the Jets had everybody from Walmart on Thursday playing for them.
I don't even think it was Walmart. It might have been Target.
Dang. Ouch.
Might have been Aldi.
Dang. That joint that heartburn, then. Shit.
There's no love lost between New York and Buffalo. I'll tell you that much.
Andy, who you got between San Francisco and Philly?
Give me the 49ers.
Ooh,
they've been really strong. They've been really strong this
year. You like that offense, huh? You like that offense.
Philly's. I don't trust Jalen Hurts.
Ooh.
Sorry, I don't. Not this year.
But I do trust Saquon Barkley though.
Yeah. If they get that man rolling, he's gonna be over you.
If he gets going, then it's over. But I mean, I want like he just said, like I wanted to say San Fran, but in my deep down inside, I just don't think that San Francisco can stop an average offense.
Right. Okay, now go to the next game. Carolina and the Rams. DJ, who you got?
I'm taking the Rams on that one.
All right. Andy.
I think they'll handily beat them.
Ooh. Andy, who you got?
Carolina should just be thankful they got there.
Barely.
Yeah. See, that's where I'm at.
If the Falcons wouldn't have lost to the Jets,
yeah,
they wouldn't even be there.
The Falcons would be in the playoffs. You know what I mean? Like, there was so many different scenarios out of the AFC South that was like every single one of them were tied.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, it was like, you know what I mean? and I don't mean to speak down on the NFC South, but it's like, what bag of shit do you want the most
Right.
this season?
We all been bad in the NFC South. I could admit that. We've been bad. If we would have beat the Jets or the Miami Dolphins, we would be in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
That would have been us in the playoffs. But enough about spilled milk. Now move to the AFC. The Chargers
AFC
versus the Patriots. Who you got, Andy? Talk to me.
Give me the Chargers. I don't know.
Ooh.
Something about Drake May being basically his rookie playoff. Just I don't see it. So give me Herbert with a little more experience.
Ooh. All right. DJ.
I think on this game, it's going to boil down to how is Herbert's wrist.
So you don't think it would boil down to the offensive line?
No, I think because Herbert, even when he had a broken wrist, he was still fighting. You know what I mean? Like last week. All right, I get it. You know what I mean? They had his number. You know what I mean? They got pressure on him. You could tell by the winces every single time he was touched that he was in lots of pain. He got 1 week of rest. I mean, it's hard to come back from a broken wrist. You know what I mean? So it's like I want to say the Chargers, but it's such a hard call that I would want to wait until the game starts to make a decision. But if I had to make a decision now, I'm thinking that the Patriots will probably steal one.
Yeah, that's who I want.
I don't think they're gonna. I don't think that New England's gonna handily win this game, but I think they have a possibility of stealing it.
I think it's gonna be 30-14.
I think it's going to come down to a field goal is what I think it's going to come down to.
All right. Well, let's go talk about y'all then. Buffalo and Jacksonville. Who won go first?
DJ, you can go first.
Andy, you want me to go first?
Yeah, you go first.
Oh, this one's tough, man. It's so tough just because of that defense is very good, but they just don't know. Like, I don't see Jacksonville putting as much pressure as Houston does on us because I don't think that they're strong up front as everybody thinks they are. Their rushing defense is good. They have some decent young corners, but it's going to boil down to is the veterans that are on that field again. And this is going to be one of those years where it's going to come down to the vets on the field and how they play. And I think Buffalo is going to pull it out.
I'll say
you got
Buffalo.
first year head coach. You got first year head coach Liam Cohen, and you got Sean McDermott, and it's do or die time for McDermott.
Right.
So it's this is pretty much this is going to wrap up his little story, and I think that we finally get the Jacksonville hump off our back from 2007 or 2019.
Andy,
because we still owe them that win from back then.
Right.
Yeah, I definitely am not picking against Josh Allen in the playoffs. I mean, outside of Matthew Stafford, nobody has as much playoff experience. Oh wait, I guess Aaron Rodgers does.
Aaron Rodgers.
He's about to get blasted by Houston. So I mean,
CJ Stroud. Hurst.
CJ Stroud hasn't been CJ Stroud since his rookie year.
That's true too. You right about that.
But
yeah, he's not that strong on offense.
No, but that defense is
Oh my god.
something else. So
Yeah, that defense is going to dictate that game.
So you got Buffalo.
of course, ride or die.
I mean, I had to put it out there, my boy. I had to put it out
Josh
there.
is considered the best playoff quarterback in the fucking history of the NFL.
I don't know about that one, but
When it comes to touchdowns, interceptions, what is he? 30-4.
you might well put Matt Stafford there too.
I'm just saying his touchdown to
He's
interception
in-
ratio is ridiculous.
Right. If he did not beat them, he would be the MVP. Matt Stafford would have. But
He still might be the MVP. Don't put it
He
past
still,
the
he still could. He still could.
until they come out and say who's MVP. We don't know who is MVP.
right.
And
Okay.
it's definitely one of those seasons where you really can't call it.
Right. Okay. So
Just the
the
way the
next,
whole season was, it's so up in the air, like for everything.
you right. You is right. So the next game.
Two win teams were beating 13 win teams this year. It's like, come
Mhm.
on. Where they had no business being in the games, and then they were in the games, and it's like this is the first year where like I saw teams fight that shouldn't even have been fighting anymore, and coming up with wins and sticking into the guys that are above them. It was an entertaining season, to say the least.
So
Heartbreaking for some.
the last game we're gonna talk about Pittsburgh versus Houston. Who won go first?
I already said the Texans are going to win that game. So
I think the Texans are going to bully Aaron Rodgers into retirement.
Oh shit!
I think this is his last ride, and I think his chance. I don't see Karimi Fairbairn missing a 37-yard field goal wide right.
Oh shit! So
I don't see Fairbairn missing a field goal wide right in that game.
what?
So
No.
it has to come down to a field goal. I think the Texans got him. I think Boswell chokes, and I think
What?
Aaron Rodgers, that look that he had on his face last night, because everybody saw that look when he was on the sidelines and they were lining up for that kick. That look
Right.
was, fuck, now I got to tell everybody I'm retiring.
Right. But remember last week it was a Baltimore Raven fan on here talking shit, big boy shit last week. right?
where is that Baltimore Ravens fan?
I-
Where's Yogi?
Yeah,
Where is
I'm on
Yogi?
know where Yogi at because last
Right.
time I checked, it
We
was
got
where I left.
tumbleweeds going through the studio right now.
Right.
Where are you, Yogi?
Yeah. If you out there, Yogi, stop playing hard your seat.
Hey Yogi, we got a
Right.
picnic basket.
Right. We're waiting for you to come on and give all your passes for Lamar Jackson because
Right.
he had a decent game. We're waiting for you, Yogi.
Last time I checked, it meant right.
Gentlemen, I'll be right back. I gotta go and drop this script.
All
I'll
right.
be back in 5 minutes.
Andy, how do you feel about that game last night?
Truthfully, I didn't care about it. I didn't even watch it.
Mhm.
I just kind of had the scores in the corner. It was just
Mhm.
like whoever wins this game gets the luxury of getting a home playoff ass whooping from Houston.
Mm. I was watching that game just because Yogi was talking shit last week. And I knew they were going to lose. I knew it. They were going to lose. Right. Now, Do you fire the head coach? Do you start all the way back over? Talk to me, Andy.
I mean, I would, just so he can be Atlanta's head coach next year.
I don't know about that now.
I'm just saying, everybody keeps saying it, so it's just kind of funny. So I'm just putting it out there. It's possible.
I mean, he got, to be honest, he might have got the most experience.
Unless Bill Belichick's
him, Bill Belichick, Mike Tomlin, and
you think you can get Bill Cowher to come off TV?
No, Bill Cowher not coming out of that booth. He's not coming out of that booth.
No.
But yeah, that Baltimore game last night. Shout out to my homegirl, my sister, Sharon, the chocolate girl, the Pittsburgh Steelers fan, and Ramona. Shout out to them. So, what other game you want to talk about, Andy?
I mean, to be honest, there wasn't really a lot of noteworthy games this week outside of Pittsburgh, Baltimore, or the Carolina Tampa Bay game. I mean, I guess with the implications, you could say Atlanta and New Orleans, even though, I mean, who was really trying to win that game? It was just a kind of a race for seeding. I mean, I guess you could say Seattle, San Francisco, because the winner of that got the 1 seed.
Right.
For once, I mean, homeboy must be wearing shades or something because he ain't seeing ghosts. He didn't fold.
Now, let's talk about that game. How far you think Seattle to go in the playoffs?
I mean, it depends on who they get matched up with.
Well, they got the number 1 seed, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, according to certain people here, Green Bay is going to beat that ass, and they're the 7th seed. So, I mean, a matchup with Green Bay is different from a matchup with the Rams or San Francisco.
Whoever Seattle played, it's going to be a good game, I'll tell you that much.
That it will be.
It will be a good game. I just hope it don't go right. I mean, I guess a Baltimore Raven fan told us last week, "Oh, we're gonna kick ass. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do that." Now y'all lost. You're on the couch.
You're on the couch.
You're on the couch. You on the old school couch with the plastic on it. So, I mean, we gonna see who's gonna be the first one to be on the couch beside Baltimore. Oops.
Well, truthfully, it's whoever has that 4:30 Saturday game. That's going to be the first person on the couch. Whoever loses that game. Which, if I'm not mistaken, I think it's Rams-Panthers. So most likely, it'll be the Panthers.
Now, is they playing in Carolina or is they playing in LA?
They're playing in Carolina because they were the divisional winner.
Okay, so
which this might be the last year of that. So. Well, if Carolina has their home game, and then gets destroyed by 30, 40 points, the NFL might relook at that and say, listen, you get to winning your division gets you in the playoffs, but it shouldn't get you a home game. So.
Okay, let me read some comments. Robert Leader said Texas will go down. I don't know about that, Robert. The Texas got good defense this year.
Texas didn't make the playoff though, did they?
Houston, Texas, yeah.
Oh, I'm thinking college.
Boy,
When he
I'm
says
telling you.
Texas, when he said Texas, I
Yeah.
thought my mind automatically went to fucking college.
Then he said Houston will destroy Pittsburgh.
Yeah, sounds about right.
We're going to see that TJ Watt playing now. He came back, so.
Oh, it's a great play he made yesterday.
He's played
Right.
in plenty of playoff games, and they haven't won one yet. So
We're going to see. Shout out to my homeboy I do Talk Your Ish with, Dennis Holmes, on Tuesday night around 8 o'clock. And Marcus said Bills over Jacksonville. Kincaid show out. And he also said the Chargers in a mild upset. Ooh.
It's going to be a tough game, man. It's going to be a tough game for both teams.
Tough.
I mean, you got your first real test besides the regular season against us for New England.
Mm-hmm.
Because they really didn't play nobody this year. So, I mean,
Tampa might
they're
be the
going
only team considerable.
What's that?
Tampa might be the only other team considerable.
What for New England?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. That Ravens game was a fucking great game.
It was a game. It was a good game to the end. Right.
No, I'm talking about the New England Ravens game this year. That was great. That game was awesome. The Sunday night football game. That was entertaining as hell. Now, if the Ravens would have won that game, we'd all be having a different conversation about who we're playing in the playoffs, but they didn't. And they're not in the playoffs.
But Yogi at home on the couch playing hide and seek. All that shit he was talking last week.
Hide and go right.
I mean, Ron, he could say you doing the same thing I'm doing right now too.
Hey, but I wasn't talking shit.
Yeah, he did. He did go a little overboard last week.
So, karma is a bitch.
Yes, it is.
So, again.
But I also remember when he was backpedaling too, and he's like, "I hope we do lose."
Right?
Why would you want your team to lose? Like, why would you say that?
Because he was like, "Oh,
want your coach fired." If you really want your coach fired,
he like, "Oh, I want my head coach fired. I want to break up the team."
Which he did say he wanted. He did say he wanted.
Yeah.
So he might have got his wish.
Well, it looked like John. He might be out of a job from Baltimore.
He didn't get fired today, though.
He didn't get fired today, though.
Not today.
So I don't know. They might keep him.
They might. We got to see
Lamar and keep him. That would be.
But
that would look bad.
But it been rumored Lamar might be going to Miami.
Why the fuck would he want to go? How he can go to Miami? How can they afford to pay him? And
that would be like me quitting my job today while I'm on the job and not having another job ready to go. It's like committing financial suicide. If they were to trade Lamar, you know how much cap they'd have to eat.
Mm-hmm. Now I can see.
You know what I mean? Like I just don't see them finagling their way into a trade to trade him anywhere.
I could see them they'd definitely be a team. The Raiders I could see the Raiders. We'll give you this year's number one. We'll give you next year's number one. We'll take his contract. Like I could definitely see there are some teams out there that have money that need a quarterback that could say, "Hey, we'll take it."
If that do happen, it's going to be like the Seattle and Denver Russell Wilson deal. The same thing.
I will say this: if they were to, or if another team were to acquire Lamar, they'd have to give just about as many picks as the Great Train Robbery or the Herschel Walker trade.
Mm-hmm.
That's the comparable difference, and it's not too widespread because that's exactly the lot that you would have to give up to get that quarterback for them to feel secure of getting rid of that quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't see it happening. Now, if it's something where,
I mean,
like,
if
now if it's
the
a situation
GM
we're
and the
talking
coach
like,
want him gone,
yeah, but if it's a situation like Tua, yeah, they're willing to bite the bullet and set they're ready to set their organization back 10 years just by getting rid of him.
But
yeah,
because
but they have
if
to
you
still
if
pay
you
him.
get
They can't pay both.
right,
but the problem is, do you really? If you let Tua go, you got to fire that head coach.
I mean,
Because
that's
you
what
know,
the GM wants to do because apparently they're not firing their head coach. They're
Right.
just helping find the GM.
Yeah.
So
right?
yeah,
But what I'm
they're
saying,
just looking for a new GM, and they figured that all things are going to be fixed by hiring Troy Aikman as a
yeah,
consultant.
yeah, that's what they think. But what I'm
Like,
saying
that's
is, if you give them Lamar Jackson and he still mess up with Lamar, then
I mean,
who fault is it?
I
Then
guarantee
you can-
Lamar's got a trade clause in his thing. Why would he want to go to Miami? What do they have to offer him?
right,
I mean,
nothing.
I
He's
just
leaving-
on the outside looking in.
Less taxes. That's about it.
Yeah,
Yeah, but I think he's at a point now. He's made money. He has the accolades. He doesn't have the playoff victories, the Super Bowl win. So he's going to want
Right.
to go somewhere to win, and where the Raiders actually do have some nice pieces to really fit around. Miami, Tyreek's not going to be there. That offensive line is trash. The defense isn't good.
but
Like they have to rebuild.
It'll
But
be the
the
same conversation that they had 3 years ago in Baltimore. Oh, we need to get
Right.
weapons. And they're going to take 5 more years, and they're going to ruin this kid's prime by trying to get him weapons over a 5-year span if he went to Miami, because they're going to be so cap strapped that they're going to have to solely depend on the draft.
right.
And they have to hit on every single pick
Okay. All right. Let me say
until
that.
that cap number comes off.
Let me say that. If he get, let's just say he get traded to Las Vegas Raiders, they paying Geno. Do Geno come off for that contract yet?
Yeah, but Geno's contract is not nowhere near as much of a handicap
like-
as fucking Tua's. So.
Okay.
Yeah, 'cause it's like what, 2 years, 40 million or something.
Yeah,
All
like that. Like that's a hurt, but that's a it
Like that-
stumbles. That's not a.
That's a drop in a bucket for them. They're like, yeah,
All
whatever,
right.
we'll take it.
So they need a head coach, the Raiders.
Mhm. That they do.
They need wide receivers. They
Which
need
they have the money to get wide receivers.
they need pass rushers.
They got one good one.
They got one. You cannot do it by yourself. You need to fix.
He don't get a chance to play with the lead a lot though. We don't
No,
know
not
that.
at all. Like, they don't even
Right.
have an
He gets to
offensive
play with the
line.
lead.
That's what I'm saying. You got to
There's,
fix.
there's,
Yup.
there's so many deficiencies in LA. Or I mean,
Right.
in Vegas. There's so many
Vegas.
deficiencies in Vegas
Right.
that it's too hard. Like, nobody's gonna want to, like, unless you're drafted there, you're not really want to go to the Raiders.
Right. You got to fix so much on the team and in more than 1 year. It would
The
take
same boat
maybe
that the Raiders
3.
are in. Yeah, it's like the same
Huh?
boat that the Raiders are in is the same boat that Miami and the Jets are in right now.
Right.
They're all like you
Right.
can compare
No,
all
no,
three
no, no,
of
no.
them.
It's not the same because they're not as cap strapped. They
Well,
actually have young pieces to put together a team.
but if you trying to win now, let's just say, okay, out of the 3 teams he just named, what team you think they to win next year with Lamar Jackson?
It was Miami, Raiders, and what else? Who was the other team?
Jets.
Jets.
I think the Raiders are closer.
So, okay.
I wouldn't
Yeah.
disagree with that. I would agree. I would absolutely agree with Andy on that one. The Raiders are
Yeah.
the best team out of the 3.
You got
They
the
just have they just have the worst record. That's about
right.
it.
You got the
They have the most potential.
You got potential, but do you really got a good offensive line?
I mean,
They got to
they have a
find
shitty
bargain. They
offensive
got to
coordinator,
find a. Yeah, I
and
mean,
they
they got to
might
find
have
some
some-
bikers.
Right. So they got the shop at Payless or Dollar General or
if they
Dollar.
bring in the right coach, you can fix an offensive line in a season.
Right. But who will take that job? That's what I'm trying to say.
Somebody, it is an NFL job. There are people clamoring for it. It's not like it's like, oh, it's the shithole and nobody wants it. People will take that job.
And will they give him more than 1 year?
No.
I think it depends. If they're a borderline playoff team and they're actually have some success, I think they'll look at it, okay, that's a huge step forward. Let's keep building around this guy and see what he can get. Yeah,
Right.
Because they won 2 games this year. If they go out and win 8 and just miss the playoffs next year, that's a different situation.
Okay. So if Lamar, let's just say Lamar get traded there. Patrick Mahomes coming back when next year?
Probably not till October-ish.
Okay.
Maybe
so
November even.
Yeah, it could be even November.
So
it could
that's
even
going to
like
be a fight
second
right
November,
there.
the latest.
There's going to be
It's
a
just-
fight right there.
That I just don't think that the Raiders are going to come out on top for quite a while. You got Denver, you got San Diego, you got KC. I'm not even going to rule KC out because
Right.
you got Andy Reid over there. Anything can happen.
So
Like
Right.
they're so unpredictable with their moves. You don't know. We have no idea what KC has up their sleeve. Mahomes
Right.
is 36 years in
So-
that 10-year contract.
you got the Chargers. They just need to get healthy. You got Denver already. I don't think if he go to the Raiders, they would be like playoff bound right then and there. I think it might take them 3 years
Yeah,
to get everything around Lamar. And by then, Lamar be out of his prime.
and then you also got to think like the problem that most of the teams around the league right now, most of the teams that have a quarterback with a high contract, which
They-
is more than half the league now,
Yeah.
and because of the CBA being so far in, the problem that you're going to run into now is you can't sign enough talent to make up for these contracts that the quarterbacks are getting.
Right.
So it like you basically are married to this player no matter what, or the other side of the pendulum is you're going to suck for 10 years trying to find
Right.
another quarterback.
Or you gotta do like Bill Belichick did Tom Brady. You got to take the cheap deal to get players around him and do commercials to make up your money. To make the money you want to make.
But the problem is how many more of these players are actually have the mentality of the Tom Brady's or the Josh Allens that took the big contract and are willing to, in the words of Marcus Betts, restructure
Right.
to bring in more talent. Not
Yeah.
many of these quarterbacks are willing to restructure because
Right.
they're enjoying their money. Just
Right.
like a wide receiver is not going to give up all that money that he fought so hard to get to restructure to put it on the back end just to be cut 3 years from now and
See,
not get that
Yeah,
and not get
but
that pay.
DJ, restructure doesn't mean that they get a money cut. What that basically
No, but
does
no,
is
it pushes it back to the end of the contract, and I understand that. But
it
what
only
happens
pushes
in
the
2
number
years?
back. They still get paid the same amount that year. It just basically they can transfer the expense that's already been paid to the end
Correct.
of the contract.
See,
and I get that. But what if they want
but
to cut him? Then he doesn't get
but
that money.
but
If
the
it's
problem
guaranteed.
He only gets a
not
portion of it.
the problem is, and not too many quarterbacks out there that would say, you know what, I would take less and put the money around me on the team.
Nobody
Yeah,
takes
because
less.
there's
Josh didn't
yeah,
even take
because
less.
Right.
you know what I mean. It's just more of like, you know, it's there's never a guarantee that your team's going to perform well just because you restructure. That's never a guarantee. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's kind of like a toss up. Now we're in a different time now. We didn't have the years where Tom Brady was making a $400 million contract. I
Right.
mean, what was the most he ever got paid? Like 180.
Maybe.
And then you know what I mean. And then every year he would restructure and
Right.
restructure and restructure. But he had money in the well.
Right.
He had money in the well for himself, but he knew that because of him doing that, he had a better chance to win because he was
Right.
Tom.
He also
Because
had
they
to sell
brought
millions and millions of dollars.
right.
Too.
He told them, he told Bill Belichick, he was like, you know what? Put this money, go get me an offensive line, go get me a defense that we block or get to the pass rush.
And I can't see like a Lamar. I like the way that contract negotiation went with the Ravens and him not getting an agent at the time and him wanting to do it himself.
Right.
I just don't see him going to another team and be like, all right, yeah, let's restructure. No, I don't see Lamar Jackson doing something like that. I don't see
He doesn't get a
like
choice in the restructure, DJ. They just do it.
But I don't think Lamar
Unless they're
will
trying to
go.
garnish his salary.
I don't
That's
think
what-
Lamar.
It's a difference.
If Lamar don't leave Baltimore, I don't think Lamar will ever get to the Super Bowl.
Lamar ain't going to get to a Super Bowl regardless if he leaves.
I don't
He's
think.
already proven
I
he
just don't
can't
see
do
it.
it.
I see
I
him
don't
putting up
see it
numbers
because he
but I
got
don't see him going to a full,
right.
I don't see him going to a Super Bowl team.
Right. No, I don't see him going to a Super Bowl.
No,
And this-
I see him winning an MVP again,
Right.
but I don't see him winning a Super Bowl.
Right. And this is why I say this. You got the Buffalo Bills. You got Cincinnati. You got Pittsburgh. You got Kansas City. You got Denver. That's 5 teams right there in your way. 5 teams.
And
Houston.
90% of the teams that you just said had $100 million, like over $200 million contracted quarterbacks.
Right.
Now, if you go to the Raiders, now you got. So let's just give an example. So now we trade Lamar to the Raiders. So now you got to deal with two beasts of fucking contracts with Max Crosby and Lamar Jackson, and about 70% of your payroll is involved in two players now.
Right.
So
So
you solely have to depend on the draft because you just took a gamble.
right. You got to hit on that draft and free
You have
agent.
to. There's
You
no
got to-
other decision. Yeah. There's no other
You
choice.
got-
You have to hit on every single
You got the overpaid free agents that come to Las Vegas.
Yeah. And the same thing that happened with Joe Burrow. Like,
Right.
like you know what I mean? Like the talk of him being traded, like, yeah, it's always a possibility. But then but you got 2 contracts wrapped up over there. Actually, 3
Right.
contracts. You have 3
Right.
players that have 85% of your payroll.
And that another guy who I wanted to get to. I could see Joe Burrow asking for a trade their offseason and going somewhere else.
The Raiders, as of right now, and that's before the cap goes up, have $100 million in space.
They got
How
$100
much?
million. What?
They have $100 million in cap space.
So you gotta get what, a defense? You gotta get wide receivers. You got a secondary.
They have the third most cap space in the NFL, and that's before the cap even goes up.
You gotta get
Who's number one? The Jets?
No, the Titans. Then the
The
Chargers.
Titans are number
then the
one,
Raiders.
and
Then the Rams.
The Chargers are number 3.
Mm-hmm. According to Over the Cap.
I guarantee players gonna go to the Chargers before they go to Las Vegas.
Yes, I agree with that. I'd rather go to play
The
for ball than go play for.
Literally,
We don't know
Titans,
what's gonna
Chargers,
happen.
Raiders, Rams, Commanders, Jets, Seahawks. The Bengals have $70 million this year. The Colts, then the Patriots, and then the Steelers.
But again, the Cincinnati. When the last time Cincinnati had a great pass rusher besides the one they just had?
90s?
Not Geno Atkins. I mean, he was the tackle.
Oh, Geno. Yeah, Geno was good. So was Vontae's perfect.
But what I'm saying, at the same time, like, you got
Takeo Spikes.
Who?
Takeo Spikes.
Yeah. And how long that been?
A long time.
Yeah. You making my point.
A long time since
Cincinnati's
defense was maybe 88 was when the last time that they had like a really, really good defense.
Right.
The Chiefs actually have the least amount of cap space.
Cincinnati got one pass rusher, and I think he a free agent now.
And then what the Tyrann Mathieu, like when they cut him, I think his cap just fell off last year for AC, right? Because they gave him that big contract, and then the last year of his contract, I think they cut him, right? And then he went.
He might not have had any guarantees on that.
Right, he might not have no guarantees.
He might not have. Yeah, he might. I mean, I don't know the ins and outs of it.
So that's what I'm saying. To build a good defense, you got to have really good pass rushers to get to the quarterback and a secondary. And Cincinnati don't got that.
I will say this, and I'll give your ex-coach his flowers on this one, Ron. Your ex-coach built a fucking hell of a defensive line.
Who, Dan Quinn?
No, Raheem Morris built a hell of a fucking defensive line in Atlanta.
I mean, yeah, but again,
that core, that young core, they might end up being the best defensive line in football next year. Besides Houston.
He built a good defensive line. I will not take that away from him. But the play calling on offense, suspect.
Yeah, that was the problem in Atlanta, was the play calling. I agree.
Right.
But I was talking about that last year. There's only so many inside zones you can run before you figure it out every day.
Right. And if he just keep on running with Bijan Robinson, you forgot about the 1,000-yard running back we got behind Bijan.
That you ain't gonna have anymore. He's leaving.
Right, he's leaving. Yeah.
Tyler Allgeier's gonna leave.
So you wasted the young man time.
And then what are they gonna do with Pitts?
I think we gonna franchise tag Pitts.
Think so?
That's what I think.
And then how many years has Terrell got left?
he signed another contract, I think 2 years ago, 3 years,
2 years
ago.
ago.
Yeah, something like that.
And then Jesse Bates, how many more years he's got left?
He got one more year.
Jesse Bates does, okay.
Yeah. And I think we're going to re-sign him next year. In my opinion. That's what I think.
You guys got a great nucleus. I don't know about Penix.
Right.
I don't know about Michael Penix.
But once again, we will not be in the problem if our head coach would have took care of business.
And the thing too is that, like, the draft this year, none of these teams that need quarterbacks are going to solve their problems this year.
Right.
They're not. The only way you can solve a problem is through free agency this year with quarterbacks or trades.
Right.
Because you're not going to get a starter out of that draft.
Right. And
I don't see any of them quarterbacks starting on an NFL team this year.
I think Tua, somebody asked Tua, I think they asked him, do he want to be in Miami next year? And he was like, I might need a new start or something like that.
You might see Tua in Atlanta.
Huh?
No.
You might see Tua in Atlanta.
Nope.
The only place he could go to have some success is like San Francisco, where they run a timing West Coast type offense. You would need a Shanahan-esque offense for.
I could see that.
Yeah, but they have 2 quarterbacks already in San Francisco.
But how we know they're not going to be a free agent?
Well, Purdy just signed a big fucking deal.
Mm-hmm.
And Mac may just want to stick there because that's literally like he plays when Purdy gets hurt, he goes in, he looks good. I don't. Maybe he could go if what's his face leaves, he can go back up Purdy, but that's about as best as he can hope for.
Right. And speaking of the South, dude, Carolina signed Bryce Young their all season.
Has Carolina got a lot of cap space?
$28 million, and that's without them restructuring and doing shit.
So they got this.
That's more than what Buffalo's got going on.
They got this sign Bryce.
We're at -$4 million. We
got issues in Buffalo with cap space. We can't sign nobody.
Hold on, DJ. With all the stuff maneuvering they can do, they can probably open up $35 to $45 million pretty easily. Josh will go get another one. All the big contracts will all get their fucking thing. They'll kick it down the line. They'll open up money.
I would think that Ed Oliver will probably restructure because he got hurt.
Yeah, Ed Oliver will restructure. All the young guys that signed deals last year will all get it. Will all get theirs done. Josh will get his. Cook will probably get hit. Cook, Rousseau.
Because we're going to lose Bosa.
Maybe.
We don't have a chance to re-sign him, and it's not we can afford to re-sign him.
But he didn't perform enough to get a $30 million, $30 million a year. He may sign because he's getting older, and especially if we do decent in the playoffs this year, given his injury history, we might be able to sign him to a two or 3 year, $20 to $30 million deal, where basically we're paying him
hometown discount type shit.
Yeah,
hometown discount type shit. Maybe.
I
don't see it though. I think it was just more of it was an opportunity and we took it because we lost one of them. I think that's all that was.
Yeah, but he also chose to sign Fear over trying to go to San Francisco to play with his brother.
That's what I was going to say.
I forgot all about that.
Yeah. He goes
They did have a conversation with him, but he was kind of excited about going to play with his brother. So yeah,
but he didn't. He chose to come to Buffalo. So I'm not going to rule out Bosa.
I really think y'all to do a lot better than Boston in the draft.
I mean, who's to say we don't take? I mean, truthfully, I think we need to take a wide receiver in the first round. I think we need to maneuver around to get
I mean,
somebody.
I don't think y'all like a pass rusher. Not. I just see y'all get a pass rusher with y'all second pick.
I'd be perfectly fine with that.
Right. So, but a wide receiver, y'all got to hit on a wide receiver.
Everybody's got a wish about what they want for their team. Mine's kind of a weird wish because I would wish the Buffalo Bills to go back to a traditional 4-3.
But that's not McDermott's style. That's not going to happen.
Right. That's what I was going to say.
We all know that's not going to happen. We all know that. But we also have to start thinking about the future too as well. Milano's 31.
Milano's done after this year.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, we got to start looking at, like, Buffalo Joe, great story. Not an all-pro.
I mean, no, he was never going to be an all-pro. That's just
right.
That's one of those, training camp heroes. But he's solid to have on the team. Yeah, he's never going to be any of, Trevell Bernard, any of that. But, I mean, he's a solid backup and can play special teams.
But the problem is, do you just want okay or do you want the best talent?
I mean, I'm not saying this dude's going to go out there and start at linebacker.
No, I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying, do you just want a player to be okay? Or do you want when an injury, somebody go down with an injury, he come in and
you're never going to have
a player that got injured?
99% of the time, if somebody gets hurt, there's not going to be an all-pro coming to play behind them.
To save the day, yeah. There's not going to be a save-the-day player. Like, we signed Shaq Thompson because we knew we were going to have problems. Like, so
and
he
Shaq
was the
played well. He's played really well this year.
So
Tom played pretty good yesterday too.
That's about as much you can hope for when you're talking about backups. Because that's what, when you mention Buffalo Joe, that's what we're talking about there. We're not talking about starters when it comes to him.
But
they go down. He's our only option at, you know what I mean, that take Milano's place.
We don't know what's going to happen in the draft. Who else they'll bring in? So I mean, we can say that now, but that's not going to.
Dorian Williams stepped up a little bit this year. I was pretty surprised with how he played.
He stepped up good in the last couple of years. He's a decent backup.
Yeah.
So we cover the playoffs. What other game y'all want to talk about?
Man.
There really ain't much.
I really hope that offense that was on the field for Jacksonville does not show up this week.
Well, they're not playing the Titans either.
Well, y'all look at it. Y'all got a corner did not play for y'all, though he got injured last week. When y'all played.
Hairston ain't playing. Yeah, Hairston ain't playing. He's hurt.
I put that in the chat. So I like,
Yeah, they already listed him as doubtful, and McDermott already said today in the press conference he doubts that it's very doubtful for him to play.
He's not going to play in the playoffs at all. We on the next year for him.
Yeah, he re-aggravated an injury that he got in training camp.
Yeah. Right. So, but Trey White is a valuable piece.
He's a valuable asset right now.
Exactly. And
so
don't forget who we have sitting on the practice squad there.
Well, you made a good point, Andy.
Our old corner there. Fucking what's his name? Why can't I think of it? He played for
Cam Lewis?
No, not Cam. The kid on the practice, not kid. Dane Jackson, sitting on the practice squad.
Dane Jackson.
Sitting on the
See,
practice
I
squad
don't.
doing.
See, I don't trust Dane Jackson.
Listen. In a pinch, he can come in and not be fucking awful.
He's a
Right.
pink.
Because
I get that, but Trey,
Who
Trey,
would you rather have?
I'd rather
Hold on, who'd
have
you rather
Trey
have?
on the field. That's for sure.
Obviously.
And
But
I mean,
would you rather
Benford,
have Kyer Elam or
Johnson,
Dane
and
Jackson?
Trey White, and then after that, it's kind of a toss-up. So Dane
Right.
Jackson's the winner on that one on the Sweet Sticks.
Would you rather have Kyer Elam or Dane Jackson?
Oh, you already know that answer. You don't have
Right.
to ask me that
Exactly
question.
my-
You already
Exactly my
know.
point.
You already know the answer to that question.
But we went through all the games. Tell everybody where they to find y'all at. Andy and DJ.
Oh
I'm
man,
here.
just find me on Mondays right here, baby.
Exactly. I don't have anywhere else. I ain't in. You might find me on a message board, but who's to say what that'll be at the time?
Wow. I be on so many shows now. You did find me.
I enjoy talking with you guys because even when we have a disagreement, we can be peaceful about
Right.
our views.
I mean,
It's nothing
I
personal.
definitely-
It's
it's
sports.
nothing personal for us. And
Absolutely not.
he did
You know what I mean?
football.
It's all love. It's all fandom.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, I could say something that sounds totally outlandish, but whatever. That's my opinion. And just like everybody else, you know what I mean? And
Right.
most of the stuff that I talk about, most of the stuff isn't facts. Most of the stuff's just my opinion.
Everybody got their own opinion.
Yeah.
You either like it, you either love it. I mean,
And I'm gonna stick to my hot takes. And it wouldn't about what wouldn't surprise me is the top 4 seeds in each conference get popped out.
ooh. Y'all heard it?
I think you're looking at 2 each way,
Mm.
at least.
More
But-
realistically, yeah, probably 2, but I wouldn't be surprised if 4 top seeds and it ends up being like 5 and 6 in the NFC and 5 and 6 in the AFC.
Well, that's what I mean. 2 each way.
Right.
Yeah,
4 total.
So,
you know what I mean? Like come to the conference championships, it wouldn't
Right.
surprise me if you see 6 versus 7 or 5 versus 6.
I mean,
You know what I mean?
truthfully,
Like that
if
wouldn't
the Chargers
wouldn't
do what we
surprise
think
me.
they're going to do,
right.
we could be looking at all upsets. The visitors
Across the
winning
board.
all 3.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, it's not
everybody-
unheard of. It happened 2 years ago with the first
Right.
round. All the visiting teams won,
right. So,
so it's
Thank you.
definitely not unheard of.
thank you to the fans in the comments. Like and share the show. And peace out. Andre.
Ladies and gentlemen, just when you thought it was over, and just when you thought it was safe, 2026 is here.
How did I know? How did I know?
The heel
He was
torch
waiting the
is
whole
here.
time just for us. Oh, yeah. We're going to
The
sign off.
heel torch
No, you're not.
is here.
You see this?
He said the heel torch is here.
Hey, but I know one person that's not here.
Mm-hmm.
You let him go. You let him go catch picnic baskets like he been doing.
Yogi, you got some explaining to do.
You let Mr. I bet against my team, Pete Rose, do what he do. First and foremost, number one, y'all thought y'all was real smooth. Y'all thought I was just gonna let y'all off the hook that easy, just because you know, tragedy and travesty comes. I still right here, 2026, the heel torch all year long, looking for nothing but smoke, debates, looking for hot, spicy conversations, looking for a lot of static, smoke, looking for all that 2026. By the way, number one, let me start off the year right by saying, put some respect on my man Aaron Rodgers' name, Andy, first and foremost.
Listen, I'll put if he goes
First
out and
and
wins this week,
foremost,
I'll put some respect on his name. But he got to win
put
this week.
some respect on my man's name. Number one. Number two, secondly, the Buffalo Bills better not lose to the Jacksonville Jaguars this week, or Sean McDermott and the rest of them buddies can go find a close by beach and jump in it.
But
This week, the Patriots. I hope they got their marching boots on this week, because if they let Jim Harbaugh come in there and handle business, I will tell you that the New England Patriots will be the absolute worst 13-4 team in NFL history with that easy-ass schedule they had all year. We'll find out just what they made of this week against
Worse than Detroit last year?
Against those Chargers. Oh, yeah, worse than Detroit. Absolutely worse than Detroit. Because this was unexpected.
Later on.
Yeah,
that's what makes it even worse. Ron Thomas.
Ron, you enjoy your week, brother.
Ron Thomas, your team. I hope Bijan and them enjoy Kokomo early, enjoy Cancun early. I'm wondering, is y'all gonna pay Kirk Cousins, or y'all gonna slide with your man MP? Y'all gonna slide with MP next year? You gonna slide with MP?
I think so.
Don't worry. You're gonna be sliding with MP and JH. Breaking news in the off season.
I see you, Andre.
He said JH.
I see you, Andre. Remember this now. Don't forget about nothing, Andre.
The Atlanta Falcons. I wasn't talking about John Havlicek. I was talking about John Harbaugh. The Carolina Panthers and the LA Rams. Man, I tell you what, the Rams already lost to the Panthers once.
Ooh. It's gonna be a fight.
If the Rams let the Panthers beat them, the Rams will be the biggest choke artist of the year if they let that happen. Philly against San Francisco. I think a lot of folks think that Philly just gonna win this game and it's gonna be easy. I will tell you what, San Francisco has not had 2 bad weeks back to back this year. Don't get it twisted. Seattle had a good game. Right. A whole new season.
There isn't time for us to go, oh, we could have done that. Let's do that next week. No, it's not time for that no more.
This week could be very well the week that Philly gets to the home first round. Do not get it twisted. Kittle will be playing. So will CMC and the rest of the crew. Do not sleep on the San Francisco 49ers. They're very tough on the road, especially in the playoffs.
There's no way.
And finally, last but not least, I'm so glad that Packers versus Bears 3 is happening. I've been said this for a month, that I need the Packers to get the lick back. What better way than to get their lick back in the playoffs?
We'll see.
And there you have it. That was your boy, The Torch, in 5 minutes. Now, y'all got any last thoughts?
I would say, since this is the last show of the regular season and we're starting the playoffs, it's been one hell of a wild ride for this regular season.
Mm-hmm.
the most unpredictable regular season I have ever watched.
Agreed.
I could not call it. I could not get a perfect week on picks the whole season, which is unlike me. But the talent level was so disparaged between games this year. Teams that should have been beating the shit out of teams and teams that should have just getting the ass kicked didn't. It was weird. I didn't understand it. And there's opportunity aplenty in these playoffs. Some of the most entertaining games this year, too, as well, especially last night.
Yeah.
Mr. Wide Right.
Oh, God. Now I don't
Very
have to worry
interesting.
about saying why, like, wide right doesn't have to be associated with the Buffalo Bills anymore. Even though we still own the patent on wide right, the Baltimore Ravens can feel our pain now.
They got a timeshare.
And it's not 1 year, but it's 2 years of bad kicking. Because now you have to think about you just lost your Justin Tucker, and your rookie just kind of fucked up at the end of the season. And he was doing good. He was doing real good the whole season. I think he missed, 2 field goals the whole year up until last night. And then he didn't miss any from that distance the whole season. That sucks. He's got Scott Norwood syndrome over there in Baltimore right now. I can't hear anybody.
Nobody said anything, I don't think.
All right. Well, with that being said,
now
we're going to see y'all next week.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's been fun. You guys did a phenomenal job.
I had fun doing this, man. I look forward to the Monday drives and talk. I look forward to it.
Absolutely. I'll
Go
see
Bills,
y'all Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
We'll talk more sports as time goes. We'll be talking some college football next week, obviously.
Oh yeah.
Some NFL.
Oh, yeah.
We'll stick some NBA in there coming up.
And maybe even some 3 stages of hell talk.
Yeah, even some wrestling talk, maybe.
That happened tonight.
Now that we got a 3-hour show on Mondays and 3-hour show on Fridays again, is great.
3 Stages of Hell was tonight, right?
No.
How many people enjoyed that Randy Orton?
No, it was Monday Night Raw, Netflix.
Yo, that SmackDown entrance from Randy Orton this week was awesome.
Yeah.
He came out with the Sabres shirt on and RKO'd The Miz. It was great. I think they're about to announce a retirement tour for him.
I don't think there'll be another tour. I think that was kind of a one and
It's
done
almost
thing.
that time for Randy. And it's going to be a true end of an era.
Well, he already said, I think this year's his last year.
All right, y'all. I love y'all. I'll talk to y'all next week.
No doubt. I'll see everybody next week.
Yep, sounds
Later,
good.
Andy. Later, Andre.